Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And this morning, I want to raise the question: do you want an upgrade? Do you want to move into beast mode? Do you want to remain right where you are in whatever area of life that you're in at this moment? I'll ask it again. Do you want an upgrade? Do you want to move off into beast mode? Or do you want to just remain right where you are and just stay in a life of mediocrity? Want to stay in a life of mediocrity? Not me, but let me raise the question for you on this morning. On this morning's manna, how is everybody on this morning? What a great morning it is. Got a word for you on this morning. You already know. You already know. Got a word for you on this morning. Greet some folk and get into the word on this morning. What a great morning it is. Let me greet some people on this morning and let me just raise the question again, just in case you may have missed it. Do you want an upgrade? I don't know about you, but whenever I go anywhere, do anything, hotel, airline, whatever it is, restaurant, upgrade me for sure. But I'm not just talking about that on your own. I'm talking about some. I'm not just talking about someone doing that. I'm talking about you doing it yourself, moving off into beast mode. How about that? How about that? That's what we're going to talk about this morning. We're coming out of mediocrity and going into excellence. So let's just deal with that on this morning. How about that? Good morning, Ramona. How are you on this morning? Felicia, how are you on this morning? Good to see all of you all. Bible study on last night. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Good morning, Brenda Nesbitt. How are you? Carolyn, how are you? Pamela, how are you doing on this morning? Vicky, how are you on this morning? Cynthia, how are you on this morning? Elder Mobley, how are you? Fawn, how are you? Joel, how are you? Arlene, Minister Yolanda in the house. Tamara, you're in the house. Samara is in the house. I'm raising the question. I'm raising the question this morning. You know, do you want to move off into leveling up, a higher grade? I'm coming out of mediocrity into excellence. Well, that's what this morning's manna is all about. Good morning, Dawn. How are you? Vaughn, how are you? Jacqueline, how are you? Deborah, how are you? Liz, how are you on this morning? Daryl, how are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you? Ann, how are you? Dan, the man, is in the house. Verena, how are you? Linda, how are you on this morning? Anna, how are you doing on this morning? Pastor Richard is in the house. Glad to see you on this morning. Good morning. Elder Vivian is in the house as well. Ella is in the house. Jacqueline is in the house, and Brenda is in the house. I already mentioned it, but maybe I was thinking the fact that somebody was missing in Bible study. But I'm just not trying to throw any shade. Whatever. How can I say it? Good morning, Venetia. How are you? Speaking of Bible study and all of the things on last night, I don't want to become insular and just only talk about what is happening at New Life. I know it's happening everywhere all the time, but I just like to shout out sometimes. Great presentation, Venetia. I'm so thankful for you guys and the couples ministry doing that. Looking for a great life group. Good morning, Deborah. How are you? Jewel, how are you? Francine, how are you? Sharon, how are you on this morning? It's good to see everybody on this morning. And this morning, I want to raise the question. Put it in the chat area. Put it in the chat area. You want to level up? You want an upgrade? How about this? How about this? In order to do that, Pasha, you got to go into beast mode. What does that mean? Well, let's talk about that. Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day. Everybody wants to get an upgrade, but how do you get there? Beast mode. Here's the text. Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, can I say it again? Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Whatever you do, all in, beast mode. You want an upgrade? Let's talk about it. Life is a constant tug of war between mediocrity and excellence, chilling and killing, moving forward or just staying where you are. Mediocrity, listen, whispers, do just enough to get by. That's what we say. Good enough for government work. Nobody will notice. That's what mediocrity whispers. But excellence declares, beast mode, baby. Give your best because God is watching. Beast mode, baby. Beast mode. Go hard. All in. Mediocrity is satisfied with average. Not me. Absolutely not. Excellence strives for God's standard, not mine. The difference isn't talent. The most talented team don't always win. It's commitment. When Paul writes in Colossians, he's saying, don't work halfway because your boss or people are not watching, but work all the way because God is watching. You're working unto him. Excellence is an act of worship. So let's keep it real. Mediocrity is easy. It doesn't demand sacrifice, discipline, nor vision. But excellence costs something. Listen to me this morning. It requires consistency when nobody is applauding you, preparation when others are procrastinating, and integrity when everybody else is taking shortcuts. Can I just repeat that before I get into the three things? I just want to drill down into this. It requires consistency when nobody is applauding you, preparation when others are procrastinating, and integrity when shortcuts look attractive and nobody will notice. Here's the three things I want you to get. First is this: mediocrity is comfort driven, excellence is covenant driven. God's covenant calls us higher than average. Two, mediocrity gives and lives for applause. Excellence lives for an audience of one. Three, mediocrity maintains, excellence multiplies. Mediocrity is into, let's just sustain, let's just stay where we are. We're good, I'm good, but not excellence. Excellence cries out and says we have to multiply. Excellence attracts favor, resources, and opportunities. People want to be around somebody operating in excellence. And everybody shuns the average, okay, kind of a thing. So what's your takeaway this morning? What's your takeaway? Don't settle for average, fight for excellence. Don't settle for average in anything you do today. The balance of the week, the balance of the month, the balance of the year, the balance of your life. Do not settle for average. Fight for excellence. Go beast mode. Hope this bless you, bless me. Share it if it did. Have a great day. The Lord be with you, his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. Let's go beast mode.